Hey guys, how's it going again? It's Gabe. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Today is, what is today's date? Today is Tuesday, April 30th. Sorry guys, it's been a while since I released some new stuff. I'm actually working on a bunch of stuff, a bunch of videos. I still haven't even got to edit them. One of them is like just a quick overhaul on a water heater and a bunch of other things. But anyways, sorry, don't mind the mess. Everything back here has to be organized. This is like my workstation back here, and there's crap all over the place. I just wanted to make a quick video on purchases that I made on some Harbor Freight AC gauges. You guys know how much I like Harbor Freight and I rave about the stuff. But I also wanted to do a quick review on the Amazon version, which was half the price. As you can see, it's kind of a cheaply. This is the Harbor Freight one. This is the Amazon one. The Harbor Freight AC gauge manifold set was $60. And the one I bought on Amazon, it's the Orion one. I believe it's Orion Mass, or just Orion. I think it's Orion AC gauges. They're $30, and there's a big difference. There's a big difference in quality. I'm not trying to bust Amazon. I don't know if Orion is owned as an Amazon. I don't think it is. I think they're through a vendor. But anyways, I'm not here to bust Amazon in any sort of way, because I buy almost all my crap from Amazon. I love Amazon. But anyways, so this is the AC gauge that I bought on Amazon. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, it's kind of dark in here. Sorry for the light. I literally bought it like 2 days ago. I plugged the low port into the car and the high port into my first car. Everything worked. Gauges worked. Everything worked correctly. Sorry, I need it open. Let's see. Yeah. The quality didn't feel too. It actually, if I come think about it now, when I'm looking, I kind of cheated and opened up the Harbor Freight one. There's a difference in quality. This one's $30, and the nozzles are really plasticky and cheap. They're like cheap. The brass almost looks brittle to me. I don't know if it's if it's like a cheap Chinese one. It's kind of a knockoff. Didn't like it. I mean, it worked. Everything turned on and it read pressure right and everything. But my biggest complaint was when I went to go re-plug the low port, especially the high port back in a car, into another car, it would not click on for the life of me. And when I finally got to click on, it started to leak. So I figured, all right, let me go try the other car again. And I tried it on originally on the car that had no problems. And what do you know? They started to leak from the side here. There was gas spewing everywhere and everything, and I was just like, holy crap. I mean, I literally used it 2 times. I literally just bought this thing like 2 days ago, and it broke. So, as you can see, I'm actually going to send this back to get my money back. I'm going to be honest with you, the Amazon one, the Orion, this is, to me, first impression, it's just cheap junk. Not worth buying, not worth spending your money on. If you're gonna spend your money, I mean, if you really want to get a good set of gauges, they have Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket is a really good company. They have a lot of really good reviews on Amazon, and a lot of the people, that's their first starter gauges, and I think they're about $120. And that you know, you get your gauge and your hoses. They're probably, if you're really looking at, if you're maybe getting into being an AC technician or something, you would probably want to go with the Yellow Jacket and skip the Harbor Freight. Not that Harbor Freight's anything bad. Like the Harbor Freight right now, you could definitely tell there's a difference. I'm not gonna lie. Versus this one, the extra $30 is definitely a difference in quality, and especially in the metal. The metal feels, the handles are actually metal and they actually feel pretty good. This is the first time I took a quick peek, but this is the first time I'm actually taking them off. the set itself here actually feels a lot heavier than the Orion one. The ports, everything looks, the metal looks nice and finished, and the gauges look really good. Looks like a protective cover over here, just in case you drop it, which is good. Oh, look at that! It tells you recovery and evacuation. Step-by-step colored instructions. That's pretty nice. Harbor Freight, believe it or not, they have really good reviews. I was looking them up, and they hold up pretty well for 60 bucks. I was gonna go with the yellow jacket, but I was kind of tight this amount of money because I've been doing a lot of projects around the house, and I purchased a really cheap car for 400 bucks. I put about 200 bucks into it, and I mean, it's a good, decent car. I should have made a video on that from start to finish. I'm buying it and fixing it up, but no worries. But that's another reason why I bought this, because the AC works. That's a plus, and then it just needs a little bit of freon. But anyways, get back to the point. Let me not skip that. Harbor Freight one looks. The hoses actually feel really good. They're about the same quality as the Orion. Yeah, they're about the same. They're a little shorter. I don't know how long these are. They are. You be mindful when you're looking at gauges. Just kind of read what the header says on Amazon when you're looking at something, because I know they make different size hoses. Some are longer and some are shorter. So if you're a person that's going to need this, maybe you might want to get something that has longer hoses. I think these are about 3 feet. That's what they look like. Yeah, about 3 feet. So overall, it is pretty good. They feel great. Here are your ports. Here's your high pressure port. See, this is where you click it on and click it off. See, like on the other ones, they're like stuck open. These actually go up and down, and they actually feel really heavy. Pretty heavy metal. And the good thing about spending the extra 30 bucks at Harbor Freight, you get a case. This doesn't have a case. This is just a box, but at least you can keep it in a case contained, and it's not gonna bump around and, you know, get banged up over the years. I see a lot of mechanics on YouTube that have these, you know, and they're I mean, they're not gonna lie, they feel really good. It's pretty simple too. You can't really mess it up if you've never owned a set of AC gauges. You could just look at the color codes. I mean, it's self color coded. Blue is your low pressure vapor side here, and then your red is your high liquid side here, and then your yellow would be here. You just plug in your yellow here, and that's if you want to vacuum, or if you want to add freon into the system, or even take freon out, which, by the way, you have to do it legally because you will get in trouble for that. It's pretty simple. The hoses just kind of connect to each other. There's really no rocket science to this. You have instructions here. The one thing I forgot to bring it in, you might want to get if you're adding freon to the system. I know with the Orion, you can't just twist one of those small 12, I think they're 12 ounce cans you get from like AutoZone or Advance or O'Reilly. You definitely want to get the little spigot that goes on top that has the nozzle, because it has a fine point that digs in there and it opens up the can of freon for you. This doesn't have it, so you're going to want to get that. I should have brought that spigot in. And then that spigot would obviously connect to this, and then you can kind of twist it open or close it. It's like $8 at AutoZone. I just bought one. I left it in the car. They're like $8, but you definitely want to do that if you're going to add on, you know, if you're going to add some freon into the car. That way you can open it, close it back up, store it away, and then when the can's empty, you can take it out and do it on the next can. Because these, on those, you can't just screw on a can of freon. I'm sorry, on this one, there's no point or nothing on there. So just be mindful when you buy gauges and you buy yourself a can of freon. But overall, I'm gonna approve. I haven't even used it yet, but I'm already impressed by the quality on it. Good metal quality. Harbor Freight makes a lot of good stuff. I'm not saying everything they make is great, but for day-to-day, you know, for home use and hobbies and stuff, I think this is gonna work great. I know a lot of mechanics, like Eric the car guy, one has one. There's a bunch of mechanics on there that use a Harbor Freight. Stuff works fine, and they've had theirs for years and years and years, so I'm not gonna complain. So I would say overall, spend the extra $30, and this set, like I said, this set was $60 at Harbor Freight. Spend the extra. Don't get really cheap, because obviously I got really cheap, and you see what I gotta return these already, because these things are leaking like crazy, especially the high pressure. Because this side's gonna always have more. The red side's always gonna have a lot more pressure. You don't want to have any leaks and stuff like that, because this is very dangerous to the environment, and actually it does kill the. They will eat up the atmosphere. All these, I think they're called hydrofluorins or hydrocarbons, whatever they're called. You know, just be mindful of the earth. You know, but super simple. I would say one last thing. Make sure when you go to hook these up on your car, make sure they're unclosed. You don't want to leave them open, or you want to leave anything like this open. Make sure that this is closed. You don't want to suck in any air to your system and ruin the compressor. And like I said, the instructions are super clear. I mean, look, at this is colored, and it's amazing. I'm really impressed by Harbor Freight's. I'm already impressed. Like I can't stress enough. Look at that. That enough right there, letting you know what you have. Your ports, coupler, high coupler. It tells you counterclockwise, open or close, whatever. And it tells you